Welcome to the Super Dave Osborne Show. Tonight featuring Paul Sherman, Savion Glover, Fuji Hakayito. The Super One will be with you in a moment. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the star of the Super Dave Osborne Show, the one, the only, Super Dave Osborne.
Thank you very much. It's a very special evening for me, and not only will I be doing a stunt as usual, and we have a terrific guest star, but while I was driving by the line out in front this evening, I noticed there was a gentleman standing in line who is a very special person in my life. I've been asking him to come to this show for the last 3 years. He's the man who taught me music when I was a child, and he's a wonderful human being, and you're going to love to hear him play. It is my privilege to present Mr. Paul Sherman. Do me a favor and play that one thing you used to play at the end of all our recitals.
Oh, the Bach jig.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, Paul Sherman, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Great. Sensation. Paul, come back out here. Come back out here. I have to tell you something that's very special to me. At the end of each practice session, Paul would tell me how close his violin was to being 300 years old. It was like 30 years. How close is it now?
17 years.
17 years, this instrument will be 300 years old. And this is obviously priceless to you, and it's absolutely magnificent. Jack, can we get a shot of that, please? Is that beautiful? Can everyone see this? Can you see it? Is that sensational? Can you all see it up there?
Not really. I can't see it.
Okay. Be careful. I have to tell you what we did. Paul always said to me, could I come on and do something comedically? I've never done anything like that in my life. So we set up this shock kind of comedy where he went off and brought back a fake violin that we replaced, and then I threw it up there, and you act shocked.
Here's that fake violin that you wanted.
I'm very sorry, but fortunately nothing happened to it. Can I have that back, please? No, no, no. Just give it to me now and be very careful. I am so sorry. I don't think it's really damaged that much. Just the bridge came off, and it's... I don't think it's... Thank you very much. My next guest is so special, it's hard for me to put it into words. If you saw the movie Tap, he absolutely stole it. He's not only a brilliant talent, but he's a terrific young man. Ladies and gentlemen, let's raise the roof for Savion Glover, Dancing to Cute. I'll tell you what makes me so proud of this young man. This afternoon, I showed him 5 of those steps, and he put it in the routine tonight. Listen, I've got to go do a stunt. Can you do a little something and throw it to Mike Walden?
Sure.
You're sensational.
Thanks.
Great.
My name
name is Savion Glover. His name is Super Dave. His last name is Osborne, and my nickname is Save. I'm really glad to be here. It's such a delight to see him try to do his tricks. I mean, they're out of sight, like the one with the basketball. That was really clever. On a scale of 1 to 10, Super Dave is here forever. Take it away, Mike.
Hello, everybody. This is Mike Walden, welcoming you to another brand new area in this vast and ever-expanding Super Dave compound. I'm standing here at courtside of the Super Dave Memorial Tennis Stadium. This stadium has been in the works on the compound for some 4 or 5 years. Finally, it is finished. The dream has been...
How you doing, Michael?
Well, here he comes now,
Nice to
Super
see you,
Dave.
pal.
Hey, Super.
Nice to see you.
Great show.
All right, thank you, kid.
Great vehicle.
Great job.
I'm anxious to learn more about this.
Well, this is sensational, Michael. This is called a tennis exerciser.
Oh.
And what it does, basically, it prepares you for your match. If you drive this over from the locker room or from your home, you're ready to play. You don't have to warm up.
No, your legs are ready?
Yeah, more people will get to play, and it's a lot of fun. Fuji, come on in here.
Ah, Fuji
You all know
Hakahito,
Fuji
Super Dave,
Hakahito,
stunt
and
coordinator, yes.
Great to be with my 2 best friends. That's all I can say.
Thank
And Donald Rand, I'm not letting you out.
Okay.
Anyway, Michael, I'm very excited. We don't have a lot of time. I've got to go do a stunt, but I want to talk about a new area that I'm very proud of. It opened last week. It's my Super Dave Memorial Tennis Stadium. It houses how many, Fuji?
22,000 people.
Wow.
Every seat, good seat.
Well, and Fuji should know, as you know, Fuji means tennis. And this man and his family have been famous for years for designing tennis courts. And he's put together something that just absolutely is amazing. I've just seen it today, really finished, and it's gorgeous. And we're going to have one of the major tournaments here, the Super Dave Open.
Oh, really?
It'll be held between the Canadian Open and the U.S. Open. And so we hope to attract the Beckmans and the Lentils, and we think we're going to have a great field, and we're very excited about it.
But what I like about this tennis stadium, it's so different from the others.
Well, it is, Michael. First of all, the eye line is tremendously great, and we have some innovations that I think are going to really impress you.
Well, I'm anxious
Again,
to
we
find
have
out
to
about it.
hurry, and Fuji, if you'll come with me. As you know, Michael, rackets have been changing daily.
Isn't that the truth?
The first racket that was ever used was in the 20s. It was a wooden racket, and you had to keep it in a press. No matter what you did, it warped. So then they came up with a different racket. They came up with part wood and part fiberglass, but this still was subject to weather damage.
Sure.
Then Johnny Connors came up and used the metal racket, all right? And he really perfected this. All of a sudden, someone said, let's make a bigger racket. So they came up with boron, with graphite, magnesium right here. They're making almost a new racket a day. So we're trying to come up with some different rackets that maybe will put a stop to this ever-expanding racket world.
What about this racket? I've never seen a racket quite like that.
Well, Michael, this was this racket until Fuji drove over it. No, I'm just kidding. That was just a joke. Anyway, this is a new racket that Fuji has designed, and it's called the horizontal swinger, okay? This is the way you swing it. When you swing a tennis racket, it's vertical,
Sure,
correct?
sure.
This allows you to swing vertically, but your racket and the sweet spot is horizontal.
Great
I'll
idea.
show you how it works.
All right.
And I'm going to show you how it works with a brand new invention that I think is going to absolutely make you jump for joy.
What do you call this?
It's called a Super Dave canvas hitback.
Oh.
This is made of canvas. It has a little lip here. You hit the ball into here. It comes down. It bounces on the board, and you hit it back. You can play. You live in a one-room apartment, correct?
Well, yes, but...
All right. You can play tennis in your one-room apartment. Watch this. Absolutely. And all you have to do is swing nice and easy. Watch this. Perfect bounce. Nice and easy. Every time.
See that
you can play for hours.
Why, see how that helps your stroke?
Is that unbelievable?
Absolutely.
Okay. Come on, Fuji. We don't have a lot of time. I want to show you something else.
Surprise. Love the glove. Now you can get the beat down to your feet when you step into Skydancer satin slippers.
Sold separately.
Tilden Rent-A-Car is pleased to provide vehicles for the Super Dave Osborne Show. Tilden offers special weekend rates on GM cars like the Chevy Cavalier. Be confident you have the best. Tilden.
And this is a brilliant invention. All right? Do you know what that is?
Well, I think I do, yes.
No, you don't. This contraption. You can put 200 balls into this box. Balls go down into circular air chamber. Then electricity interacts with air chamber and causing ball to shoot out circle of food.
Well, in other words, it's a ball machine.
That's exactly what it is. Please, if you'll just operate the ball machine, come over here. Let me show you a couple other things quickly, Michael. How many times have you hurt your back bending over to pick up a ball in the court?
Especially after
Watch
a
this.
tough match.
Super Dave ball retriever. Boom, in. You see that? Let me just get that here. Okay. Absolutely not. Now, you and I have been talking for years. When will they stop enlarging the racket?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, I think we've come up with something that you're going to love.
Oh?
And there are two questions I'm going to answer here. One, how young should you start your child into tennis?
A lot of parents wonder
All right.
about that.
My answer to that is the younger, the better. All right? Take your child onto the court, take his or her racket, and show them that you can play with this. They'll look at you. Give me a couple of balls, Fuge.
Okay, super.
Okay? All you have to do is keep your eye on the ball. Okay, thank you. Now, how many times have you said to me, Super, how big are the rackets going to get?
Well, they're getting bigger and bigger all the time.
I agree. We have created a racket that I think is the ultimate racket. It is a good size, and you don't look like a jerk carrying it around the court. All right? Give me a ball here, Fuge. The nice thing about this, Michael, you can watch the ball into the racket. Correct?
Right.
All right, now watch this. I can look at you
Yes.
and get the ball. Is that sensational? Is that great?
That is
Thanks, Fuge.
fantastic.
Okay,
That's just
Now,
one of the many
come on over
innovations
here,
here
Fuge.
at this tennis stadium.
absolutely. Now, what time do we have? Okay, we only have a couple of minutes.
Right.
I'm going to show you something right now that you are going to love. What is your pet peeve about tennis?
Oh, the players sometimes when they get on the lines people or the chair umpire.
Absolutely. As great as Jimmy McEnroe is,
No, Johnny.
sometimes they come up here and destroy his game by losing his temper. And you see a poor, helpless umpire up there almost brought to tears. Fuji Hakiito has created an umpire-proof booth. Is that correct, Fuji?
That's right.
And this will protect the umpire,
Under any condition.
and it gives the umpire tremendous power. I'm going to show you what I mean. Hold my racket.
Sure.
Fuji, if you'll take the ladder away as soon as I get into my little house here.
All right.
Michael, first of all, I don't know if you can tell or not, but I'm sitting about 2 feet higher than the normal umpire would sit.
Yes, that is true.
This gives me a beautiful view of the court. I can see everything.
Yes.
Secondly, with the ladder gone, the angry player cannot abuse me.
I don't
I'm
see
sitting
how.
up here too high.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And third, I'm surrounded. I'm enclosed. It's like I'm in a little cocoon here.
Mm-hmm.
And this is very important. Good afternoon. You see what I'm saying?
Sure.
This kind of loudspeaker system shows that I am in charge of the match.
Indeed it does.
All right? Let's have a match here. Fuge, grab a racket, and you'll pretend that you get angry at one of my line calls.
All right.
Okay? Would you like good competition?
Oh, of course.
All right. Welcome to the finals. In the far court, Fuji Hakiito. And in the near court, the great champion, Boris Beckman.
Becker.
Service, Mr. Beckman. Here comes the serve. Right on the line, it's an ace.
Ace?
15 love.
What do you mean? That was out. It came right over here. I tell you it was out. Can't you see that?
Please, Mr. Hakiito, calm down.
You
the
are
ball
blind.
was in.
You are blind, I tell you.
From my
That was
vantage
out.
point, sir, I saw
was
chalk.
I was closer to the ball than you.
Please, Mr. Hakiito, play the game. You're delaying the game.
All right, I show you how I play game.
15 love.
This is how tennis should play.
Mr. Huckabee, get control of yourself.
I am in control
Please,
of myself.
sir.
You are not in control of your eyesight. Please resist.
Mr. Huckabee has cost you a point.
A point? Who cares about a point? You are wrong, and I am right. You now want
Wait,
to
sir.
was out.
I have never experienced this in all my years of being an umpire.
I want a new umpire. This man is crazy and crooked-eyed. Come out. Come out.
Mr. Huckabee, that is physical abuse to the umpire stand that will cost you another point.
You know umpire, so I'm gonna come out. Come out, so I can hit you with this racket.
Hit me with the racket.
That's right.
Sir, that is physical threat upon the umpire. That will be another point.
Another point. Who? I told you I don't care about the point. Come out. Come out.
Please, sir, calm down.
You don't know how to umpire a game. Come out.
Sir, you are humiliating me, and I have a family. Please.
Yeah, you bring your family and I show them rules. I show them how.
Threat to the umpire's family. That will be a game.
What do you mean a game? We only shoot one ball. That's no game. What kind of umpire are you?
All right, now, Michael, you can see that we just had enough abuse to take a game away. All right? Now what happens, Fooch?
You come down here and I...
No, Fooch, that's enough. Calm down. You're not a player anymore.
Sorry,
Yes,
Super.
that's okay. A little carried away. Anyway, that takes one game away. Now I want to show you what happened if the player continues to argue. What happens next, Fooch?
If player continues to argue, make a quarter ref turn and turn on the red light. That tells him you have taken away a set.
Oh, that's beautiful. Here we go. Did you hear that, Michael?
I heard that, yeah.
Watch this. Is the red light on?
Yes, it is.
All right. Now, what I've been able to do is I've been able to punish the player without having a verbal exchange. I still have my dignity. Is this great?
Well, sure, you're isolated up there.
Absolutely. Now, Fooch, say he is still a jumping around maniac. How do I take away the match from him?
First, make another ref turn.
All right. Okay,
Good.
now how do I tell him he's lost the match?
Just press the red button.
Okay, you've lost the match.
Super Dave, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm absolutely perfect. God, what a putz.
Of course you are. Look, we're out of time, and now the Super One won't be able to perform his stunt. Well, anyway,
Help me.
this is Mike Walden, along with Fuji Hokkaido, reminding you all, and I'm sure you'll agree, that when it comes to brilliance, ingenuity, and innovation, it's point, game, set, match, Super Dave Osborne. So long, everybody. Good night.
I think I went right by tennis elbow on this one. Oh, it's not moving right.
Oh, Super,
What is it?
you were right. The ball was in.
You know, I should have traded him for Willard Scott when I had the chance.